The first thing I noticed when I stepped into the throne chamber was the quiet. Not the tense hush of soldiers ready to fire, not the mechanical hum of engines I had grown used to aboard human vessels, but an ancient, heavy quiet, like a world breathing in slowly and refusing to exhale. The pillars were carved from living crystal, veins of pale gold light pulsing through them like the heartbeat of the planet itself. The air shimmered with motes of bioluminescence, drifting like tiny wandering stars. And there, at the top of the stepped dais, stood the being our entire fleet had been warned never to face alone. The Queen of the Aurelian Dominion. Her form was both humanoid and impossibly elegant, tall, wrapped in iridescent armor that shifted colors with each slow breath she took. Her crown wasn't simply worn, it hovered, a halo of luminous shards orbiting her skull like obedient suns. Her eyes glowed with an inner radiance, bright as superheated plasma. And I, Lieutenant Eric Vance, exploration scout, accidental diplomat, was very much alone with her. She watched me with curiosity, or maybe calculation. It was impossible to tell. "Remove your helmet," she commanded, her voice melodic yet edged with authority that bent the air and tickled my bones. My heart lurched. Removing my helmet meant vulnerability, exposure. The breathable status of the chamber was only mostly confirmed by my instruments. But refusing her order would have been a mistake of intergalactic proportions. Her soldiers, sleek, tall, insectan warrior hybrids, stood unmoving around the room, plasma halberds humming faintly. I lifted my hand slowly and unlocked my helmet. A hiss of decompression escaped, echoing in the vast chamber. The Queen leaned forward slightly. She wanted to see my face. The helmet came off, and I will never forget the moment her radiant expression faltered. Her pupils dilated. Her lips parted. Her breath, if she even needed to breathe, caught in her throat. Shock. Clear, visible shock. For several heartbeats, she simply stared at me, as if the sight of my face had broken some ancient preconception she'd held for centuries. I swallowed hard and tried not to let my nerves show. "Is something wrong?" I asked carefully. Her voice came out softer. "Impossible." Her warriors glanced at one another, but did not move. The Queen descended from her dais, each step resonating like a soft chime. She circled me slowly, studying my features with unnerving intensity. "Your kind, you are almost identical to the lost lineage," she murmured. I blinked. "The what?" She stopped in front of me. "Long ago, before the stars were as they are now, the Aurelians shared the galaxy with another great race, the Solari, a people with faces like yours." My breath tightened. We'd never heard of them in human history. "They vanished before our era of ascension," she continued, leaving only ruins and echoes. "But you, your bone structure, your eyes, your very presence resembles them more closely than any species we've encountered in millennia." A warrior stepped forward. "My queen, could he be descended from them?" She raised a hand, silencing him. I tried to steady my voice. "Humanity evolved on Earth. We don't know anything about a Solari race." The Queen's gaze deepened, not suspicious, not hostile, but intrigued. Too intrigued. "Remove your gloves," she ordered. This time I hesitated. She noticed. "You fear me." I didn't bother lying. "You could crush me with a thought." Surprisingly, she smiled. Not cruelly, almost gently. "If I wanted you harmed, human, you would not be speaking." Reluctantly, I stripped off my gloves. The Queen extended her own hand, shimmering with luminous energy. When her fingers brushed mine, a pulse rippled up my arm like warm lightning. She gasped. "He carries it," she whispered. "The Solari spark." The warriors murmured among themselves. I had no idea what that meant, but I didn't like the way the room suddenly felt less safe. Middle. The queen dismissed her guards with a flick of her hand. They bowed once and retreated through the crystalline doorways, leaving the two of us alone in the throne chamber. "Walk with me," she said. Her voice was neither a request nor a threat. I followed her through archways that opened like blooming flowers, each corridor filled with flowing streams of light, like rivers suspended midair. "You still don't understand why your arrival here caused such turmoil," she said.
No.
"And I'd appreciate an explanation before someone mistakes me for a threat." "Not a threat," she corrected. "A prophecy." I stopped walking. She paused too, turning toward me. "A prophecy about humans?" "A prophecy about a face like yours," she said, returning to the Aurelians at the turning of an age. Her eyes flickered with something softer, emotion almost. "The Solari were not merely allies," she continued. "They were intertwined with us. In knowledge, in bloodlines, in destiny." I felt a chill. "Are you saying my species is descended from them?" She tilted her head. "Perhaps. Or perhaps you are something new, something born in the shadow of what they were." We entered a vast observatory dome, the ceiling a transparent curve revealing the swirling nebula clouds outside. The queen approached a floating console, touching it lightly. The air shimmered, forming a holographic display of interconnected star systems. "The Solari disappeared after an event we call the Sundering Collapse," she explained. "A cataclysm that fractured their empire and broke our ancient alliance." Images flashed, destroyed worlds, shattered moons, spiraling wormholes. They sealed away their knowledge, their power, their history. All we retained were legends. I whispered, "And now you think humans are connected to them?" Her gaze met mine. "I know you are."
How?
She gestured me closer. "Give me your hand again." I hesitated but complied. The moment our palms touched, a glow erupted. Not from her, but from me. My skin shimmered faintly, golden light tracing my veins. I yanked my hand back. "What is that?" "Proof." Her voice was hushed, reverent. "You carry Solari resonance, a genetic memory, a dormant inheritance." I stared at my hands, the fading glow leaving behind normal skin. "I didn't ask for this," I muttered. "No one chooses their lineage," she said quietly, "but its weight is still theirs to bear." She stepped closer, closer than before. "There is one more thing," she said. "Something that truly shocked me when you removed your helmet." My pulse hitched. "What?" She lifted a hand and brushed her fingers lightly near my temple. Not touching, just hovering. "You have the Solari mark," she whispered. I froze. "Where?" She conjured a reflective surface of shimmering energy. There, faint, nearly invisible, was a geometric symbol glowing beneath my skin at my right temple. A symbol shaped like a three-pointed star, encircled by concentric rings. That hadn't been there before. Had it? "My God," I breathed. The queen's voice softened. "It manifests only when awakened. Only in the presence of certain energy frequencies. Only in a place like this." A realization hit me like a meteor. "You brought me here because you suspected this." She nodded. "You are either the descendant of the Solari or the herald of their return." I backed away slowly. "I'm just a scout. A nobody." She shook her head. "Not anymore." Ending, a distant tremor shook the palace, the walls humming with sudden urgency. The queen's expression hardened. "They've arrived sooner than expected," she said. "Who?" "Those who destroyed the Solari." My blood chilled. "And they're coming here?" "They followed your ship's warp trail," she said. "They believe the Solari spark can lead them to the sealed archives." If they find you, she didn't finish.
She didn't need to.
The tremors intensified. Distant booms echoed through the structure. Your people must leave the system, she said sharply. Immediately. If they capture you, they will unravel everything. Your species, mine, and the remnants of the Solari. I swallowed the rising panic. What about you? Her eyes glowed fiercely. I will protect my world. A burst of golden energy pulsed upward as she summoned her war armor. The luminous shards of her crown expanded into a full arcane halo, illuminating the chamber in brilliant light. I should have run. I should have fled back to my ship. But something stronger anchored my feet. You said the Solari and Aurelians were once allies, I said. If I'm connected to them, then maybe I meant to fight alongside you. She paused, surprised again. Not shocked like before, but deeply taken aback. You would stand with us? I nodded.
Yeah.
I don't know what destiny I've inherited, but I'm not running from it. The Queen's lips curved in a rare, genuine smile. Then I shall complete what began when you removed your helmet. She reached toward me, her hand glowing. Eric Vance, heir of a forgotten lineage, I awaken your Solari spark. Her touch ignited a wave of light that surged through my body. My vision flared. My pulse roared. Symbols spiraled across my skin, then sank beneath it, fusing with my cells. When the light faded, I was still me, yet more. Stronger. Brighter. Connected. The Queen extended a warstaff forged of living crystal.
Come, she said.
The battle for the truth of our origins begins now. Another explosion rocked the palace. I tightened my grip on the staff and met her gaze. Let's show them what a human and whatever else I am can do. Side by side, we ran toward the roaring echoes of war, the Queen's armor blazing like a newborn star. And in my heart, a spark older than galaxies flickered awake. The moment I removed my helmet changed everything. And what happened next changed the fate of two civilizations forever.